Welcome back everyone to Showbiz India, and with me right now I have the very enterprising Ekta Kapoor. Welcome to New York and to Showbiz India.
Thank you. Thank you for both. Thank you.
It's great to see you. Tonight you are opening the film festival with the film Sure.
Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
Excited, bit nervous, slightly jittery and very jet lagged. So I'm feeling all these things because it's a film which is independent. It's an independent film. It's like made by this company that we've started called Old, which had huge success with one very path-breaking film we made a couple of months ago called LSD. And the same company is coming up with Sure. So in India, there are a lot of expectations of what we're coming up with next. And the kind of response we've got at the film festivals earlier, and now that it's the opening night film here at the MYACT Film Festival, it's an honor and it's Judgment Day, so let's hope it works well.
So tell me, what made you decide to come to MYACT? Had you heard about it? When did you hear about it first?
I had heard of MYACT last year, and I heard Meera Nair's film usually opened it. I think last year there was a film. Last year or year before last year.
Yeah.
And just kept hearing about the film festival and how interested. I mean, it was very interesting about how it was this. I think strongly Indian community-led film festival, isn't it?
Yes.
And we were getting these various film festivals calling us for opening nights and various international festivals, but to actually come to New York and do an independent film amongst a lot of our Indian makers and Indian counterparts out here, I think it was fun. And MYACT, actually it's called MYACT now.
Right.
It's
the Mahindra Indo-American.
Yeah, I think after Mahindra took over, it's become.
MYACT.
Before that, it was Indo-American,
Correct. Yeah.
So I think because of, I think it's great because I've been hearing about it, and the kind of films that they promoted and showcased have been excellent.
Now, you've tasted success as a young producer. You started working extremely young at 18. We were just chatting a little earlier. Now, what do you think is your secret? You're considered the TV goddess.
They're sometimes TV goddess. Sometimes I've made some huge TV disasters. But more than anything else, I think starting at 18, it was more like I used to watch a lot of American television. I was a couch potato, so I've been sitting at home and watching television all the time. You just land up doing more of that only. And when I got a chance, it came to me via something, and my dad said, just do it. And I got successful at it. I don't think there's any formula or formulae at creating successful shows or films. It's a lot of passion and try and hit and misses that land up, probably giving you some amount of success. I don't think I was inspired by any TV show, but I used to see how entertaining and how vibrant they were, how beautifully they developed their characters, be it, Just the 10 of Us, or even the comedies like Who's the Boss and all, even Dynasty. I still loved the way they brought out their characters, and I thought that Indian television, if I ever did it, I would bring out the characters like that. Of course, in a more traditional, home-ground, local way. But I think whatever you watch has some kind of photo imaging that happens in your mind. And if it creates a lasting and long impact, then it creates this passion in you to make something better or I think people who are passionate about films can make films, and people who are passionate about TV can make TV. So I think it's always good work that inspires you to do good work.
Very well said, but now you also have switched over to films as well. So you're passionate about both then?
I think it was an alternative voice. I've done so much television in 14 years that I was doing films in the middle. My company used to do. I personally wasn't really involved because I was very, very involved in television. And then I was like, I love this different format of storytelling. Actually, I'm just a storyteller. And we just change mediums. Of course, we change the format of speak and the language changes. So it was a great break for me to do movies because I could do all kinds of movies. When you do television can never be niche. It's always en masse. It's all India, And when you do movies, you can have these very, very strong, independent voices that can make small pieces of cinema that can be thought-provoking, niche-oriented, and yet successful for their cost and for their audiences, you know. And you can make big films also. And movies gives you that scope to do both. So, and plus it's 3-hour entertainment. So after creating characters for a long, vast time, it was quite challenging to do creation of characters and stories that end in 2.5 hours.
So what was the part of Shore or the script and story that attracted you to the film?
I think it was, you see, I done LSD last few months ago. It was this very shocking film, which is on the new sexual fabric of urban India. And then I said, ki alternative entertainment or old entertainment, our company should come up with something which is not so shocking. Otherwise it becomes a lot of noise without any clear voice to say. And so clearly we were looking at something which was a little more subtle in its concept, but much stronger in its voice, because sometimes silence speaks louder than, you know. So while you came up with a very shocking film with explicit sexual scenes with LSD, Shore was going to set up the brand as not something that just is creating noise for the heck of it. It was a subtle yet a very, very strong film.
What about you and your brother? What kind of rapport do you share work-wise?
Work-wise, we're very professional, we're very formal, we meet each other, we speak to each other like professionals. He can, and he does it many times, reject a film of mine. If he sends me a script, I can say, oh, Tushar, not my type of film. And we're completely, I mean, our work relationship can never affect, hopefully, touch wood, our personal one. And on a personal level, we're like, we're not, what should I say, we're extremely compatible, because my mom refuses to go for dinner with both of us. We can end up like actually injuring each other. So, but at the same time, we love each other dearly, and I adore him, and I think he's a great human being, and he's, I think, the best person in our family. So, I'm so proud of him.